Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Levi, Raw Words with Levi. My first video. I want to talk to you guys about something. This is a conversation I had a while back. Being a puppet, right? So, being a puppet, what does that mean? You know, how can you be a puppet? Yada, yada, yada. We're going to go through all that. For me, my opinion, what I call somebody being a puppet is when they're controlled by somebody or something, and it's making them do things that they don't really want to do, but somehow they convince themselves that this is what they want to do, right? So, for instance, the biggest puppet masters ever, parents. Parents are the biggest puppet masters on the planet Earth, and it goes without saying that the kids, the children, are the biggest puppets. Why? You grow up, you either want to be like your mom or your dad, or whatever they influence is what you want to do. So there's a lot of people that may have went to school or may have went somewhere and did something in life that had to do with what their parents wanted them to do. For instance, we've all been there. We've all been puppets at one time. I'm about to sneeze. I was a puppet. Damn. Woo. I was a puppet at one time. I love my father to death. Only lived with him for a few years of my life, but you know, as a son, you always want that approval from your father, right? So for me, my dad was football and military. So, of course, what did I try out for when I first moved in with my dad? Football. Me being the type of person I am, football wasn't my thing. I didn't get an athletic build until later on in life, but I was all about getting money. So, you know, I was too cool on the football field, running around, prancing, you know. Got squashed a couple times, but I did some squashing too. So football didn't work out, you know. High school hit. I stopped doing football after, sophomore year. Then, at the same time, I was doing ROTC, military, okay? So, or JROTC, excuse me. So, I was good at that, really good at that. And it's something that my father really approved of, so I wanted to do that. So what happened? I took that JROTC to the Air Force ROTC in the military. 2.5 years later, I'm deep, you know, damn near about to become a lieutenant, and I stopped. Why? Because I realized that this is not something that I want to do. I wanted to have my own clothing line. I wanted to do something with business because that's what I love to do. I love people. I love being in the moment with everybody, helping other people, something, right? My personal dream, I wanted my own clothing line. Overall, I wanted to be able to help people and be around people. That was not what I wanted to do in the military. That's nothing. You can't do a clothing line in the military, or so I thought. So I stopped doing that. After I stopped doing that, I started focusing more on my degree. I got a marketing degree at Angelo State University. From there, I, went off and to become a marketing manager. Did nothing to do with my damn clothing line that I wanted to create. I just, got caught up in society, which is another puppet master. Became a marketing manager. It fell through. Next, working for Express and for Barnes & Noble. Fell through, and guess where I ended up? In the military. And I didn't go, I went on the east side, and that's due to personal reasons, life. But even though I ended up in the military, it was my decision. It wasn't my father's decision. Don't get me wrong, my father would have loved to see me as a lieutenant, or I guess I would be maybe a captain or a major now, but I'm a staff sergeant, and I'm doing me. Now I am in the military, and it's helped me out a lot. But at the same time, the same year that I came into the military, I started my business. I created and purchased Shine. And I worked my ass off from there to get it to where I am now, to the point where we're building this summer program that's going to help people that were in my same position in high school, where they didn't know what they might have known what they wanted to do, but they didn't have the guidance. They had puppet masters moving them, and society moving them to be what they wanted to do. So and there's other people like that. There's I know some people that, you know, still at my age don't know what they want to do and are listening to what their parents want because they want that approval. But I'm here to tell you, fuck all that. Sit down, figure out what you love to do. No matter what it is, no matter what it is. Sit down, figure out what you love to do, and figure out from there the steps to doing it. And there's multiple different steps. There's not one way, there's not 5 ways, there's 10s and 20s and hundreds of ways to do the thing that you want to do. There's cuts and corners, there's leaps and bounds, whatever. There's all kinds of different ways to do whatever it is you want to do. No matter what anybody thinks. No matter what your dad thinks, no matter what your mom thinks, who's supporting you, figure out what it is you want to do. Figure out the way to do it, a couple ways to do it. That way, if that way doesn't work, you have different routes, and do it. Stop being a puppet. Stop being a puppet. You know, your parents and society and, you know, people that you may look up to, sometimes some of those have their hands so far up your ass and just, they moving around for you. They moving around, telling you where to go, which way to go. Sometimes you got to remove that, all right, and figure out what you want to be and what you want to do. And even though a lot of people may not approve, it's up to you. That's it. That's it. Stop being a puppet. Be your own person, man or woman. Go out there, follow your dream, follow your goals, and make it work. Don't prove it to them. Prove it to yourself. Prove it to yourself that you may be able to take a little criticism, take a little experience from everybody else, take a little wisdom from everybody else, and put it all into one ball, put it up in yourself, and then use it for yourself. You don't have to take everything that somebody gives you. This is Raw Words with Levi. Finally doing a video. For anybody that doesn't know, we dropped a bracelet line, earlier last month. It's doing really well. The one you see at the top is our matte red Jasper that we just came out with. It has not been released yet. It will be released on the 22nd of September. Excuse me, and I got braces. But yeah, it's our way to let everybody be a part of what we're doing. You know, we are trying to create this summer program, and it's going to cost a lot of freaking money. We got donators coming in. We have, you know, our loyal customers that coming in, and, you know, we're taking all that and putting it into one big pot, and we're trying to create this summer program. So we'll talk more about the summer program. We'll talk more about the bracelets, more about imperfections, of course about Shine, but mainly it's more about you guys and what you want to know and what you want to do. So if there's anything that you want me to talk about or to get off your chest, if you don't want to speak it out, I'll speak it out for you. I don't care. You know, I care about y'all. So hit me up. And I got people looking at me in this parking lot, but that's okay because it doesn't matter what they think. It's Raw Words with Levi. Talk to you later.